Hello, Americans and other friends, subscribers around the world. So, we're going to call this one Mountain Junkers, and we're actually did one a couple of days ago from Hillbilly headquarters, and this morning we did one from the van, and thought we'd get one ahead. So we got stuff going on and busy, and we're so involved and focused right now on clearing stuff out, getting stuff listed and organized, that we thought it'd be a good time to talk and do an eBay video. So, what you got to talk about eBay? You just answered a couple of questions.
I did. Had a question. Nifty Thrifties Homestead, is that correct?
Nifty Thrifty.
If that's incorrect, I'm sorry. Asked about how we decide what to clean up. They had an old decanter, an old one, and it had some dried up booze in the bottom of it, and I think that was their question. Do they clean that out? First thing I would do is check value, see how much they sell for all shiny and pretty versus how much they sell for in original condition. I think that a collector might think that that was kind of neat to have the dried up booze in there, and something like that. If you're a collector, you don't want to get something like that and then you take the cork off or the lid off and it smells like cleaner. You know, to them it would probably be a nicer thing to smell what was originally in it. And they might want to reuse it. So if they want to reuse it, then they can clean it up themselves and they'll know that it doesn't have some kind of foreign chemical in it to clean it up. So really just item by item.
It totally depends on what it is. You know, early on, when we first started doing flea markets together, we made the mistake of cleaning up some copper and some brass and stuff like that, and some silver.
And devalued it.
Devalued it and learned real fast that, so for the most part, I mean, obviously, a lot of times the stuff, especially when we're pulling stuff out of barns, and it's old, rusty gold and stuff like that, man, a lot of times we'll just haul it back here and pull out the air compressor and the air nozzle, man, and blow out the, the chunks and stuff like that. It's kind of what I did with that big, which I have another one, them big stoves that I got, man. All I did, man, was make sure I put a little bit of oil on the knobs, made sure it was turned, and, made sure everything was working and usable, but I didn't take the time to clean it, man. I figured that you leave that to the person,
Yeah, a lot of people on something like that, they want a project to restore. Right. And a lot of times, and a lot of folks and stuff don't find or whatever the kind of stuff that we may dig out. And then I'll put right in the description, man, I'm leaving this thing just as found, man. All I did was picked it up, man. Blew some dust off of it, threw it in the truck, brought it home, and listed it, man. So you're getting it exactly how I picked it up, wherever. And I mean, we've done that all the way to digging bottles out of the ground, man, and not taking the time, to where it was just like they'd pulled it out of the ground and brushed off the dirt themselves, So it just depends on what it, what it was or what it is. And I did have another question from Home Place Journal. She asked, when do we...
Chriselle.
It is. Seashell. When do we make the decision to remove the item and get rid of it?
That one is... And that's pretty... that's more my... my department and stuff, because I do most of the... Not all of it, but I do most of the listing. And Miss Kitty takes the pictures... We both do some of the cleaning. Miss Kitty takes the pictures, packs it, ships it, all that stuff. And, I mean, like I said, she'll jump in there, especially if I'm making knives or doing something else. She'll jump in there and do it. So, I mean, same with, where I can feel it. She don't like me to ship stuff.
And I don't like him taking pictures.
You don't?
I don't. Then we get a lot of questions. How tall is that?
That's it. I ain't even talking on this
Whatever.
anymore. But now you're totally sidetracked me, man.
When do you decide?
Oh, so then, you know, if it's something, you know, and I don't want to say, man, because, you know, I mean, I started off too, yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, the years and years of selling stuff, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, some, you know, I mean, I know some stuff, you know, I may not sell for what I think that it should sell for, but a lot of times, you know, and I can't even guess how much the majority of the stuff that I sell I've sold before. Right. You know, I mean, yeah, we get some of the, you know, man, my favorite's the one up, you know, you may never get again in your lifetime type of stuff, you know, which we're all looking for, man, all treasure hunters, you know, that's the goal. But even, man, even if you don't have, you know, if you haven't been doing it forever, you still, man, you still got a mindset, or, you know that, you know, man, say this fly reel, man. Yeah, this is a, you know, an off-brand fly reel, which I'm actually keeping for myself for an extra bolt. But, you know, this thing, so it's not, this is no high dollar thing, man. This one you can buy at Wally World or Bi-Mart or something. It comes with a fishing pole for probably $30. You know, man, this is, you know, man, I guarantee I get $10 for it, you know, but, so I put it on, you know, because I like it. So I put it on, and I'm like, well, I'd sell it for, you know, $20, man, and it sits there and sits there and sits there, and it doesn't. And I still, if I don't like it as much as I did, then I might go ahead, you know, and lower it down to $14.95, free shipping, or, you know, and work it on down to where I know the price, you know, because I know I'm going to get $10 for it. So, you know, so you can either work your way down over that time, you know, always start high. And that's something that I do, which a lot of people, man, we've done it forever, is, okay, well, this thing didn't sell at $19.95, so I'm going to put it on for $34.95. And it would blow your mind how many things that we end up getting 10, 15, 20, even more for when we raise the price. Man, we always, not everything, but I mean, yeah, something we learned doing shows and stuff, man, we'd always up the price. You know, we'd usually start, you know, we always start at our higher price so we can negotiate. But then some of that stuff that, you know, we're attached to or whatever, like I say, would raise the price before I'd lower the price, you know. So I guess that kind of, yeah, I don't know if that really explains. It does. You know, it's all your preference. And then, you can, of course, you can always research, man. And I've said it before on this video. You know, man, the new thing these days that drives me absolutely bonkers, and, man, I've even seen it at yard sales, is you go into the dang thrift store, and, you know, in their display case or whatever, they got something sitting there, you know, and, man, here it is, man. It's sitting in there, and you're like, ooh, that's nice. And it's sitting there right underneath it, man. They've got the printout of eBay. You know, it's like, oh, yeah, on eBay, you know, that, man, that thing's bringing $34.95. And, man, I always ask them straight up, I'm all, is that the, you know, is that the sold list? Is that the listing? Because, man, I'll tell you what, I can put this on right now for $149.95, and I'll almost guarantee I'll still have this thing next year. Yeah. You know, so, I mean, that doesn't determine the value. But what I was trying to get at is another way for you to determine what it is that you have, and is it time for you to give up on it, lower the price, raise the price, or whatever, is to get on the eBay, you know, and look up your item, man, especially if it's something that there's, you know, a couple or multiples or whatever, and then go over to the right or the left-hand category and go all the way down to sold items, and then click on sold items and look, you know, and find your item and see what they're actually selling for. So then you know that price you can get. So then, you know, if you've got yours on for this price, you know, it's a higher price and you're ready to move it or whatever, then, man, just look at theirs, man, and how much they're shipping. Are they offering free shipping? Are they, you know, plus shipping, whatever, and just pretty much copy their, you know, their listing and let it sit. And, you know, there's another way to research it and figure it out. So
another thing we've done is if we have multiple similar items that aren't selling, we'll put them together in one lot and sell them all together.
Yeah, right. And I just did that with which I hadn't even tried to sell them. They're around here somewhere, man. 'Cause, man, we're listing away here. But we picked up a couple of Leaning Tree coffee mugs. Coffee mugs are down compared, man, we used to just kick butt on them. But a couple of coffee mugs, and they're not, like I said, not bringing what they used to, but these ones are pretty spiritual and pretty cool coffee mugs. And so what we did is paired them up, and it would cost the same price to ship both of those mugs as it would to ship one of the mugs. So then we paired them up and offered free shipping, and actually, at the price that they were asking for the one plus shipping, man, it ended up making it a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Basically, you'll get 2 mugs for the same price that they'd pay for one.
Right.
I think it was $5 difference or something. Right. So, speaking of mugs, man, look at this one. This is great. Just pulled this out of a box. There's one in every family. See that? It's a horse's. I love it. And there was something else. There was a couple other.
You think there's other questions?
I thought there was a couple other similar or something. Well, we did have somebody ask us about ordering knives, because we did have a lot of people saying they were going to want knives for Christmas. And this weekend is, which I just got one of our friends on here. I've got his knife almost done. And then now was saying he wanted 2 or 3 more. And then I have Dwayne at Earthship Products wants one. So that's, 4 or 5. But anyway, man, this weekend I'm doing a run of knives and, man, get everything, rolling again. Right now, man, it's been kind of buried, and that's one of the reasons I haven't finished up and stuff. But, man, it's time to get back on them. And I'll definitely be taking some orders for Christmas. So probably the best thing to email. Yeah, probably email us, man, and put knife order in your heading and stuff, man, and we can, email back and forth. That's Idaho Hillbilly at yahoo.com.
That's in the link below.
Yeah, in the link below. So check that out. Because we'll definitely, I'll definitely take them up to the point that I can't get them out in time for Christmas. And right now we're good. We just gotta get after it. And what else we're gonna talk about? eBay, man. Like I said, the Mountain Junkers thing. I'm sitting here listening as we're talking too. Yeah. But the Mountain Junkers I've let it dwindle down. I'm gonna jump over there and actually start listing some stuff on here now. I just did a few relists, and I ain't giving up on it. I just am not. I think as the winter goes on, we'll definitely focus on it more. And,
definitely, yeah.
We were
so focused on firewood.
Oh, everything, man. The firewood took over. And we're actually feeling pretty good about that now.
We're doing pretty good. We
were just discussing because it's been raining for 3 days, and if we can stop taking off in our van, we'll be doing better. But which we will be taking off next week for sure. But just for a day. Well, maybe. But now I lost my train of thought. I started thinking about my van, man.
That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. We love it. We love her. What was I saying, man? Oh, I need some of that clarity. I'm so boggled. Crap, dude. You don't even know what I was saying?
We were just talking about firewood going up.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry, man.
Dude,
man.
Regain your...
I'm just an old hippie kid, man. My parents did too much stuff in the 60s, or at least my father did. But
I don't think your mom.
Yeah, firewood. So that's the one thing, because we're talking, because man, we're doing knives. First thing in the morning, we're getting on knives, and then of course listing. And then I was telling her, we'll wonder if it's if the weather's nice, man, are we gonna run up and get wood? And man, I don't know how many inches. Which actually I need time to turn on and watch the news up there to see. But Brundage Mountain, which is above McCall. They've been getting hammered all day and all night. So, which if they are, man, the farther, because from here, like I've said a zillion times, from here, they're the only way, no matter which direction you're headed, even if you're headed down, you got to go up. From where we're at, everything's up first. So I don't know if we'd even be able to go up and get wood, but we just discussed that right now. We're feeling actually pretty confident that we have enough wood on this property to make her on through, so that makes you feel a lot better too. It's not all split and stacked, but
That's okay.
Miss Kitty needs to get busy. I ain't seen you out there chopping the wood in the morning, Miss Kitty.
Been here in
Oh, I thought maybe it was the rain.
Well, I could use that as
So what else we got?
Well, we're slowly chipping away at this death pile here. What I'm doing right now while we're doing this is just...
Look what else up there.
We went through and grabbed a few boxes and put some things together. You found a morel on the ground.
No, it was in that.
Oh, in the bag.
In a net bag. It got forgot.
A bag of stuff, or a box of stuff that I know that I took pictures of that we're not sure if it got listed. So I'm going through trying to
figure out whether or
if
not
it's listed somewhere.
Which that's not so bad if you only have one account, but when you have 4 or 5.
Yeah, then it gets a little bit.
Yeah. We'll
Don't take our advice. Don't get disorganized.
I'd stick with one dang account.
Yeah.
It's
keep things, needs pictures, needs listed, has been listed. Just keep them all in their
else I was
separate
going
places.
to throw in there on that. No, I can't think of it.
Have I fried your brain today?
Oh man, that's sitting and staring, man. I am not a computer person, man. This sitting here, man. I go into this zone, man. I have to go out about time for me to go out and throw a frisbee for my dog or something, man.
Clear the cobwebs.
Yeah, something, man. Because this frazzles the heck out of me, man. I'd much rather be out building, making knives, and picking mushrooms and things like that. There was something else I was gonna mention about
eBay, Mountain Junkers, the Idaho Hillbilly.
No, I can't think of what I was talking. Think about something else. Say something else so I can think on it.
Knives.
No, you talk. They don't want to just hear us going over.
Well, maybe.
Well, some of you guys, man, you say, hey, I like just watching you guys communicate, so we can just sit here and talk to each other. I could just sit here and tell you how purty you are today. Yes, and we're still wearing the same clothes as this morning's video because it was just a few little while ago.
I like
doing it cheap. Old Bob. Old Bob. I ain't talked to Bob for a while.
No.
It's about time for him to be Santa Claus again.
Yes,
he looks like
he
Santa
does.
Claus. Actually,
he
man,
really does.
Bob's looking like a hippie Santa Claus.
I bet he can't wait till the 26th.
I know, I love it, man.
Yeah, that's good.
I love it. Dang it, dude. I get so many things going through
That's why you should make notes.
my brain. Yep, then I'd have to remember to carry a tablet.
Remember to look at the tablet.
Well, and then I'm trying to list while I'm doing it all, too. It ain't no dang good. I can't remember if it was about knives. Man, yeah, that's the other thing. It's getting done is that roof. Because we got a 2 or 3 day window, it looks like, with no rain.
Semi-dry anyway.
And then after that, man, the temperature's supposed to drop. So you know what that could mean. So I've definitely got to get that metal and stuff on there. That'll be over the forge, so that'll be great.
Yeah. Well, you've got all the.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna. Man, I'm probably 4 or 5 hours. I can have a roof on there, but 4 or 5 hours I can make some knives too, and list a bunch of treasures. I don't know what I was actually gonna. It was something about people enlisting stuff. I don't know, man. I got all kinds of advice for you, man.
Just gotta remember it.
Yep. So what, was there anything else that, we're going to talk about as far as mountain junkers or
what's going on with eBay right now?
eBay as far as sales? Sales I mean, as long as you got the stuff on, man, you should be doing tis the season, man. Yeah. Tis the season. Haven't watched, old Dwayne, Mother Earth. Mothership. Yeah. Just done, man. I ain't even put this video on today.
I think everybody knows.
What? That I'm frazzled?
Yeah.
Mothership Products, my buddy Dwayne over there in Utah is actually asked us about putting some stuff, because he's doing them online auctions, so you can check out his auctions, man, online stuff. I've only caught a couple, 1 or 2, so that there's my
Yeah.
Jerry Garcia. I was looking at that, and I was missing a disc, so that's all good. Look, I just see me reach under there, man. It was all organized. I knew exactly where it was, and I knew that Jerry was missing.
Needed to get back to his home.
That's a good album. But anyway, so he was asking me if we, for the 9th, because he's got an opening on the 9th, of putting some stuff on auction.
Live auction.
Yeah, YouTube. He does a live auction on YouTube. So I got to talk to him about that. I don't know if I can make the 9th with where we're at right now. We might end up having to check that out. That'd be something. That'd be a new adventure.
So what kind of stuff is he selling there?
Well, it's each person does it on there, man. Like Lonnie puts some stuff on. A bunch of them, man. Tanya has.
Okay.
A bunch of them, they do it each week. A person. I just haven't watched enough to figure it all out. Man. Because obviously you don't. Dwayne's not shipping all your crap.
No.
So, man, so then you sell all this stuff, and then you've got 73 packages to ship out the next day.
Right.
Which is nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
That's money in the bank, baby. So I'll have to talk to him about that. I haven't emailed him back yet. I just seen it when I was skimming through, man, because I don't. Man, if you message me on Facebook, man, if I happen to catch it, if I'm not rushing, because the only thing I really do on Facebook is share my videos on the Idaho Hillbilly page. And every once in a while I'll get on there, but I don't do too much on Facebook. Drives me batty.
It's layered.
We used to really like Facebook, man. Then when I started feeling like I needed to take a shower after being on there, I decided it wasn't for me, man. A lot of negativity and BS on there. So I just don't do it. The kids here, that's the other thing. The kids,
I think I just had a car door.
So, Kevin and Mackenzie are passing through on the way down to the Flatlands. So I think they're here, so I guess we'll end it with that. And good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again tomorrow.
That was the question.
What?
What would happen if the creeks do rise?
Oh, I did. I answered that, man.
You did?
Yeah, we'd flood.